everyone and welcome to Asmu's Classroom. This is Moss. I'm a producer, DJ, ukulele bass player and teacher, and I'm here to guide you through this beautiful instrument that ukulele is. Oh, and by the way, congratulations on your first Asmu's instrument. Throughout these 15 lessons, we're going to learn so much about the ukulele. We're going to learn some little bit of history, different strumming patterns, different chords, bar chords. I know that sound complicated at the beginning, right? But they're not that much, I'm going to give you all the tips that you need so you can play them perfectly well, so don't worry about that. We're going to play even finger picking, that is so much fun, and also we're going to play melodies on the ukulele. Yeah, you heard that right, melodies, like the things that people sing. Yes. So let me show you a recording I did a few weeks ago playing I'm Yours by Jameson Ross. This is one of the songs that we are going to learn here with a really cool strumming pattern and a really cool melody, We are also going to learn more complicated chords and other things, but this is just a very basic and good thing to learn. So here we go. So let's go with a little bit of history first. So first thing first, why name? Did you know that the ukulele translates like roughly to jumping flea? Super curious, right? Like it is super crazy because people started naming it like that when they noticed that when they were finger picking there was like a movement thing between the strings and it was like ukulele or ukulele. That is the correct pronunciation, That's super crazy, right? Another super cool fact about ukulele. Did you know that there are 4 sizes of ukuleles? There's soprano, concert, tenor, and baritone. And they differ a little bit from one to the other. Not the first 2, like soprano and concert, they're very likely one to each other. There's just a few centimeters of difference, but the baritone looks like a little guitar, like you will see in these images. Also, you might think, okay, ukulele, Hawaii, right? That's partially true. Ukulele was first brought by Portuguese immigrants in the 1800s to these islands, and then, they radicalized the culture, and as we know today, it's a super Hawaiian instrument. So let's jump a little bit into the ukulele, shall we? Okay, so first thing first, 4 strings, right? But there's a little bit of a difference from you might think. This is the first string. We sometimes think that okay, this is the closest one to me, so that will be the first. No, that's the 4th. So it will be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And those are A, E, C, and G, okay? So let's go a little bit with the parts of the ukulele, okay? First we have the headstock. What can we find in the headstock? Well, the tuners, that they will help us tune the strings of the instrument. I highly recommend Guitar Tuner. That's a super easy and free application that you can download. Either you have Android or iPhone, and it is super intuitive, so it's easy to use. Then we have the neck of the instrument. This is where the frets are. The frets are these little metallic bars that we have, And first tip of all those I'm going to give you, the best thing you can possibly do is to play that closest you can to the frets, because that'll help your hand and your chords sound better. The place where you'll be playing the notes is called the fretboard, and it's this whole part. Then we move to the most important part, the body. Without the body, this wouldn't sound. As this is hollow, when we hit the strings, it vibrates and resonates on the body, and through this little hole, the sound gets to your ears, basically. So now, let's go with a little bit of how to handle it, because it might be complicated at the beginning, just to have it and be comfortable with it. So the way that you're going to feel most comfortable with it is placing this little part of the instrument like if you were making a little bit of strength against your leg, and having it like there. This will help a lot not to fall down or to the sides, that this can happen at the beginning. Like if you place it too far away from the center of your leg and not with a little bit of weight on top of that, you'll find that this happens to you a lot. And that's the less that we want to happen. So now that it is firm there, the next thing that you're going to do is kind of hug it with your right arm if you're a right hand player, and in case you're a left hand player, you're going to hug it with your left arm. So once you hug it there, you know that it won't fall to the right or the left, Now, you just need to be really sure about how to hold it with this hand, and everything will be ready and set to start playing right away. So from this hand, you really should be having your 4 fingers on the fretboard and your thumb like this on the back of your neck, like pointing upwards, It is really recommended to have like this space in my hand that I always say to my students. Imagine that you have a ping pong ball. If you place it here and it has space, then that means that your technique in your left hand position or right hand is correct. Well, that is going to be it for now. See you in the next lesson.